Hey everyone, and welcome back to some more esports talk. As usual, thank you so much for tuning in. Today what we're going to be talking about is the Rocket League scene and a decision during a match that ended up causing a lot of players to be upset about the call that was made. We're talking about Team Envy versus SSG in the Lambeau Open. What ended up happening was SSG's Typical disconnected in overtime during one of the matches, and you can see him at kickoff. He just drives straight down the field. And then Team Envy's Atomic just takes it straight down the field and scores, winning that match for Team Envy.
Frustration. That was it. And Atomic knows it, but it's all right. They're not cowed. They get the chance back on overtime. And yes, he crushes Reddles on the second chance.
Oh, he wanted to BM here. What a touch.
And from that point of view, you might not have even seen what happened. Yes, maybe if you're looking for it, you did. But, I mean, you really have to see his point of view to see just how bad this situation was. So I think we can all say that it's obvious that he was disconnected from watching that clip. Like, there would be no reason for him to just be driving straight down the field and not contesting anything or doing anything at all, right? So everyone knows, everyone can tell that he had in some way, shape, or form, whether it was lag or a controller disconnecting, not been able to play the game. Now, the issue isn't so much in the disconnection necessarily, but how it was handled by the admins. It ended up being called as not going to be reset. They weren't going to call back that point. It was Team Envy's win because the player was not in position to challenge or to make a play on the ball.
All right, we are back. We took a pause to investigate a lag spike that happened during that overtime to make sure if anything needed to be changed on that. But the player that suffered from the lag spike wasn't in a position to make a play on the ball, so the goal will stand. Game 3 will go as it was. We are still at 2-1 in favor of Envy going into Game 4, Jeeves.
Fair play, well played as well. Atomic, you executed a very beautiful shot to the back post. Let's move on with our day.
And oh man, was there a lot of community backlash about this, because watching that clip, you can see like he was obviously disconnected, like we said, and just driving down the field. So like, I don't know what other position you could be in. It was at kickoff, right? It was as soon as the kickoff started, and you can see them just go right around him because he's just driving straight. And so people were pretty upset about this call and about them saying that he wasn't in position to make a play on the ball. You can see Athena asking, okay, what the hell did I miss and why is Twitter blowing up? And then saying, after further investigation, that's the most BS thing I've ever seen in RLCS. We see Nito explaining the situation, saying that Zip had DC'd in overtime, a goal was scored immediately. Chrome, the coach, apparently didn't let the admins know to pause in time, so it cost them the game. SSG gets to Game 7, loses the series, Reddles leaves the game before the clock hits 0 and getting fined. Sizz says, I don't understand how admins can have that much of an impact on a series. One game difference series changed by Chrome being unable to type pause in 4 seconds, then the admins are the ones who determine if Typical didn't DC. He's not in the play. It makes no sense at all. I feel bad for the players. Such a crappy way to lose the game and momentum. Feels bad for SSG, RLCS, scuffed, no cap. And I feel ridiculous reading that last one, but I think it still stands that a lot of people ended up being on SSG's side here and that the call was a little bit ridiculous. But the icing on the cake, as you saw in some of those tweets, was Reddles ended up leaving the last game of the series at the very last moment once they had lost. And then he joins another player's Discord and just rants about the situation.
With the dribble, pass 2, 15 seconds left. The pass is Typical, but Turbo's there. Arsenal now with 10 seconds left. They need a goal in the next 2 touches. Atomic will put it over the roof. Arsenal tries, but no. Reynolds is already out. Wow. He can't deal with the pressure. He has completely left the lobby. Envy tilt Space Station out of their minds on their way to the finals.
What a series.
You good? You good and everything?
Yeah, I'm calling Chase an idiot for finding me.
Yeah, I'm trying to like defend you on some shit, bro. People.
Nah. All right, nah. Here we go. Here's the story. The shit happens. We have comms. We have Sip shadow play. We have our comms saying Sip's like, I can't move. The replay shows him going to 180 ping and packet lossing. Sonics then says that we didn't have proof that Sip was lagging. And then, when we lose that game 4 and it goes 3-1, Sonic says, yo, Sip, send your files over. And now, Shice is DMing me. I go into the pro Discord, not very happy, obviously, calling them an absolute shit esport team. And then he says, who is this directed towards? Are they f***ing dumb?
Reddles later apologizes on Reddit, saying that he does apologize to the words that were directed towards the esports team, specifically Shiest. I know how hard you guys work, and I don't know if there's any people who care more about the esport than you guys do. I noticed the work you guys put in. It was an unfortunate accident that happened today, but I didn't react the right way, and for that I apologize. I hope that no one attacks the guys at Psyonix. I made the mistake of letting my emotions get the best of me, and that's not something I am proud of. Myself and the squad plan on proving to the SSG fans that we are better than this. We are grinding as hard as possible for the major. Apologies to any fans of the esport that had to see what happened today. Definitely not the best light to show myself in. Thanks guys, and I'll see you guys at the spring major. And so reportedly Reddles is getting fined for that entire situation. I'm not sure if I can really blame the guy, as I think I would be heated too in that entire ordeal, because I mean, you're playing a match, you go into overtime, you end up getting a call against your team that a lot of people don't agree with, and then you end up losing the series at the end, right? Like, you end up losing, and so you leave at the very last second, and you end up rage quitting. I think it makes sense, but at the end of the day, Envy wins their 4th in a regional championship. SSG and the community are a little bit upset about the call, of course, like I've been saying, but we can really only trust that these admins are doing their best in that situation, right? Like, that they are trying to be consistent in their calls from game to game and trying to make things as fair as possible for everyone involved. And all we can really do is trust that they care about the game and that they are, you know, trying to help the scene and trying to be fair. So let me know what you guys think about everything. Until next time, guys, be safe, be smart, behave, and I'll catch you later.